Hey guys, Boris Losberg from BK Forex. Welcome to our daily technicals for 2/8/13, where the yen crosses get absolutely crushed ahead of the weekend. Past performance not indicative of future results. Trading Forex carries high level risk when not be suitable for investors. High degree of leverage can work against you as well as for you. And before deciding trading such leverage products, and carefully consider your investment objectives, level of experience, and risk appetite. Possibility exists you can sustain a loss or some of your initial investment, and therefore you should not invest money you cannot afford to lose. You should be aware of all associated with trading on margin and seek advice from an independent financial if you have any doubts. Information, including commentary trade ideas provided by Forex.com, should not be relied upon as substitute for scientific research. We are merely providing this information for general information. Information and opinions presented do not take into account any particular individual investment objectives, financial situation, or needs, and all investors should obtain advice based upon their unique situation before making an investment decision. We're not responsible for any losses incurred in investment made by leaders that cause as a result of this information. We do not render investment, legal, tax, accounting, or other professional advice. In such legal, tax, or other professional advice is required, services of a competent professional should be sought. Well, order of the day today. The first thing that's going on, of course, the key story as we are entering into the European trade is this massive correction in dollar yen. We've been talking about this for a while, in the sense that we had a failure at 94 the other day. We took out 94 and couldn't hold it. Then we had a test and it didn't even make 94 yesterday. So we were building up after a very, very long run in dollar yen for potential correction. And of course, we're talking about 93.50 as a key level to be given, which was given several times, but then we had a lot of games where they recovered it. But the key level, of course, that was given was 93. Once 93 was taken out, it just became a stampede to the downside. As you can see right now, still a tremendous amount of correction. It's very likely we're probably going to test 92s today as the day goes by, maybe even dip into the below 92s, because as is always happens when the balloon is very, 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 very big, when you let the air out, it just blows out of the balloon very fast. That's exactly it. We blew up the balloon very fast, and now the air is coming out very quickly. 92 clearly key support in the charts here, so we may have some bids ahead of that, and then the fall below that, I think, really takes us to about 91.50 as the key support level here. If we take out 91.50, that's a very, very bearish construct, and I would say that we pretty much had a huge topping formation. It's quite likely probably that we're going to be probably going to test 92s and then come up with the bids underneath there, perhaps even ahead of 92s as the story develops into the weekend. But pretty much that is the story. Profit taking, really, really taking the wind out of the sails here. And it doesn't look like we're going to have a lot of bidders coming up into the close, because I don't think we have too much U.S. event risk or anything else on the books that would make us want to get very, very bullish dollar yen at this point. So this is profit taking, stop losses, cascades, classic FX trading. And a lot of the footprints were written on the charts several days ago. So positioning into this trade was exactly as we had thought. We were talking about the idea of getting short below 93. It's exactly what happened, and it's pretty much been working very well. Elsewhere, a very boring night. Euro just simply licking its wounds after yesterday's Draghi fueled sell-off. The key thing with the euro that I think is kind of interesting is, let me just go a little bit deeper here. We need to go here. Let's go 40 days. I think that's actually what the euro is. We took out this very key 34.50 support level yesterday. We basically created a big topic formation, took out big support, very, very ugly candle. Haven't been able to at all bounce back. Now, a natural bounce here would be 34.50, which was former support, now resistance. But if we can't even muster that, it's very likely we're going to start taking out the day. If we take out the day's lows here at 33.60 yesterday, 33.66 I believe yesterday, then the move towards 33 becomes very viable. And the 33, of course, is a much steeper support, and that's pretty much where the euro could consolidate in this massive topping formation. Cable recovering. Another thing that we were talking about yesterday in BK trading group, that the cable is definitely going to perform much better than euro now. It's created a big shelf at 56.50. It's recovering. 57.50 is the key takeout level here for cable, and of course the spike highs off of the Carney testimony 57.75. But generally it looks much more constructive than all of the other pairs. And Aussie also. Aussie is kind of an interesting trade because it frustrated, I'm sure, a lot of shorts and longs. Aussie did dip below 103, went all the way down to 102.50, and now came back pretty strong, primarily because of the Chinese trade balance data. And now it becomes a key trade. It's still 33.50 in Aussie is the key cap here, but an unwind back down, back into the Aussie, back down, could take us back to a test of 102.50. A break of 102.50 here, very, very bearish. That would suggest that we would have distribution that could take us all the way down to 101. Aussie still very much in a downtrend. This is just a knee-jerk bounce with a 103.50 cap so far. Until and unless that gets taken out, this is not a bottom. It's pretty much a rally within a downtrend. But that's how it shapes up. Lots of interesting trade. Most of it going to be price driven, and we'll see how it goes into the weekend. The Sport Schlossberg over and out.